The cool thing about this, when you're opening your hips and the straight line release, both of those concepts work with every club in the bag, whether you're using a pitching wedge or a driver. We'll see here originally in the video, Jacob's standing up, flipping a little bit, losing his posture, and that club is releasing early. Now in this after video, we're gonna see him opening up the hips much better like we saw, releasing that club much more in front, and now he's got a lot more consistency in his swing, a lot better contact when that's happening. You should be able to hit one that sounds just like the pros, especially when the pros are hitting those nice easy shots. They're not even swinging hard. Maybe it's a shorter shot where they're just making a smooth swing. Well, shouldn't we be able to do that? And why is it that when we hit the center of the face, it just never sounds like that? Well, I'm gonna show you exactly what's going on. Lots of times what players are doing is they're coming down with the club a little steep. This is too vertical of an angle, and what ends up happening is I pop up out of my posture a little bit to shallow out this club. My club drops under like this. But the problem is let's imagine if this is me in posture, as I stand up out of my posture, look what happens to my hands. They're forced out this way, further in front of me. Now, if I swung down like this, I would whack in to this stick. So what I've done here is I've set up what I like to call the brick here. I've set it up on the 6-iron shallowing slot is where I put this alignment stick in there. And I'm not going to use it for the shallowing drill the way this is normally set up for. I'm going to place the golf ball on the front side of this brick. Here, what I'm doing is as I swing down, if I pop up out of my posture, if I get too steep and over the top, my arms are going to hit this alignment stick, right? So there, if I do that, I get immediate feedback that that's not right. Now from here, if I make a swing to where I feel like my hips now drop back instead of pop forward, and I feel like my hands and arms get closer to my body. So I want to make them swing in here where they're almost feeling like they're grazing against my thighs here. That's going to allow me to miss this stick. So let's go ahead and try one out here. Hit that pretty daggone solid. I was happy with that. That's allowing me to stay in my posture by just trying to miss this stick. As soon as I pop out of posture, it gives you immediate feedback. You're not going to be able to you're going to whack into the stick. Piece number 2 on that is that's a big part of why it sounds so solid when the pros are hitting it. Most players, especially off a tight lie, if you struggle off a tight lie, I guarantee you that this is something that's happening for you. The hands go out, the club has to drop down to be able to reach the ground, and the shaft gets too vertical at impact. So with a shallow swing, shallowed out, swinging under here, the club is at this nice angle. If I start to get steep, pop up out of my posture, now all of a sudden the club is much more vertical. Grab a blue brick today, stay in your posture, and compress the golf ball just like the pros.